Search Assistant found a set of 5 FedEx line haul routes that you can buy with as little as $105,000 down and net $330,000 after making your loan payments. Now let's assume you take out a 10-year, 11.5%, 5% down SBA loan to buy this $2.1 million business that advertises $676,000 in annual cash flow. So line haul trucks are the big semi-trucks that go from hub to hub within the FedEx system, not to be confused with the trucks that come to your house that's called the P&D or pickup and delivery business side of FedEx. Now we prefer the line hauls. They're much simpler and much more profitable than the pickup and delivery. You're generally dealing with a relatively higher skill set, more engaged workforce. Is of course to drive a truck, you need to have your CDL, so you've made at least some investment in your career, versus the employees at the pickup and delivery. Anybody can do it. Anyone can sign up. They'll take anyone with the pulse. And the FedEx routes, they're great for roll-up strategies because there's just lots of them out there. What a roll-up strategy is when you buy one business and then you just continue to acquire other businesses and integrate it into your company. And roll-up strategies are great because the multiple or the valuation used for purchasing a business is really a function of its size. That's one of the biggest factors. So you can find a FedEx route typically sell for about 2.5 times their cash flow. We just bought a larger route for 4 times. So using the example as the one that we bought, we use the bigger company as a platform to bolt on these smaller companies. So what we can do is we go and buy these smaller routes at 2.5 times, integrate them into our bigger company. But now the value of the company that we just purchased is no longer 2.5 times, it's 4 times once it's integrated into the larger company. And then as our current company grows, it'll graduate into the tier where it can sell for 5 times. And then even if it gets really big, it can sell for 6 times at the highest end of the market for FedEx routes. I just looked at one the other day. They were asking $20 million, which was 6 times, and they had pretty strong demand. Mostly at that point, it comes from private equity firms. So these FedEx line hauls are really good for that. One thing to be careful for is acquisitions. I always say they're like a drug. They can become very addictive because they can add a lot of value, but it's really easy to get lazy on the integration side. You know, when you buy something, you need to make sure it really folds into your company and that you blend the cultures of the two business and of course all the systems of the two businesses. So for acquisitions, we always steal the phrase from the military: crawl, walk, run. You should start out very slow, start to pick up your pace, and then eventually as you really get it down to a system and bringing in and integrating the cultures, you can start to move a little bit faster. And this is the go-to strategy of most private equity firms out there. Most private equity funds are really just roll-up funds. Tell us, what do you think? Do you like the roll-up strategy of the FedEx line hauls? And if you do, or if you want to look at other industries that you can roll up, check out our Search Assistant to find more like this one.